So this is the status for Thursday, July the 10th. It's quarter to 5 p.m. and it's been a busy day, I'd have to say. Had to do a few tasks, financial in nature, documentation and so on. Still working on that mortgage application. And so I didn't do the run today. I took a rest day, pretty stiff from the 7-mile run yesterday. That's 15 miles I've run so far this week. But I took a rest day today. Had my breakfast, did my planning. I got an early start, which was kind of interesting and kind of good. So I started looking at the RAG database. Like, what am I going to do with this RAG vector database? So I did set it up locally. I had it running. And then I ran into, wow, this is not that easy to ingest documents and have a pipeline to do it. I kind of need a better setup than this. So I shopped around for a cost-effective way to run a server, a dedicated server. And I did come up with an idea. So I'm going to run my vector database on Hostinger. I think it's called Hostinger or Hostinza or something. Hostinger? I'm not really sure. But yeah, you can get a fairly good size thing there for $6.99 a month for 2 years. That's kind of a bargain. It comes out to like $130 or something. But, you know, to buy a server to run workloads like that, it's going to cost over $1,000, maybe even $2,000. Going to have to pay for the electric on it. Doesn't seem worth it. So I'm going to give this a go. So I got it set up. That's the good news. Got it running. You can call the endpoint with a API key, and you'll get the response. You can use that endpoint to load data, to use it with the agent models and so on. It's going to have a HTTPS, so it's going to be encrypted. It's going to be encrypted in transit. It's going to require a key to access. And it's going to be on port 80, which is amazing, right? It's just going to be on port 80, so probably don't even have to specify the port. It's just the 80 port, you know, the one you always use, the default. So that'll make some of the strings and stuff in Python a little easier, right? And then I'm going to run another server on the same platform, same size, and I'm going to run NA10 on that one. So I'm going to use NA10 possibly to set up my pipelines and do my ingestion. And maybe that's how I'll host my chatbots as well. So if I could afford a third server, I'd have a LLM hosting server. But I think I'm just going to... Well, for that, I'm going to use Bedrock, I think. I think I'll use Bedrock for that part. So, using Bedrock, got all the things. Looks like in pretty good shape to move forward. Now I have the infrastructure. So that is great. Other than that, I ran through another sequence of testing on the application. So I went through cloning the repo again, but this time I'm getting a newer version. I'm setting up my tools the same way as yesterday. Then I am building and running the application, which went a lot smoother on day 2. Seems like I resolved a lot of issues and found there was actually less issues this time. So we got that running. Then I went in and ran some tests. Just did some ad hoc testing, nothing too heavy. but I found that I was getting some errors on some pages. And in finding that, I reported that. And I just left it at that because tonight I think I am going to try and automate those tests and start a automation framework for this purpose. And eventually, remember, it's going to be operated by AI. So it's going to be fairly sophisticated at some point. So that's my status for today. I don't have a lot of time. I think I'm going to sign off. Have a good Thursday. Friday Junior. See you tomorrow.